guys, this is Rosa Kelly. Welcome back to my channel and to a new fall series. I'm super excited. So I have created some projects to share with you guys, and I just can't wait to show them to you. So for this series, I'm going to be showing you a different project and tutorial every day. It's 5 videos on this series, and also I do have a new magazine release where you can find all of the instructions for all of these projects, step by steps with pictures, and also one special bonus feature as well on my digital magazine. You can find that on my website. Also, this series is going to be a giveaway, so make sure that you come back every day, you leave a comment, and I will be selecting a winner at the end of the series, and the prize is going to be one of the projects that I'm going to be showcasing. Let's go ahead and take a look at this first project. So I created an 8x8 mini album, and I am using my own digital paper collection that I designed last year. I just wanted to bring it back and just play with it again, and I thought it was super cute. I also went ahead and designed 3 bonus sheets, and I'm gonna have that link below as well. And so on the front cover here, I wanted these to be all about like Thanksgiving memories, or like documenting fall and gratitude. And so on the front cover it says be grateful and give thanks, and then of course I have some beautiful flowers. All of these flowers are Little Birdie craft, and the paper again is my digital collection, and then I'm using some gold cardstock also to just give it a little bit of shine. And so the book measures 8x8 with a 3-inch spine. It has 4 signatures. As you can see, the signatures are quite chunky, so there's lots of room for pictures on this book. And the best part is that this book came out super quick because the signatures repeat, so it just makes it for a really fast and easy project to make. So the inside covers are plain. I just wanted to add a space here for a picture, and then some of the sentiments from my digital collection as well. And then so on the pages we're gonna have a side A and a side B, and so again they repeat. So for side A we have a gatefold page. I have this cute little piggy, and this opens up like that as a gatefold. You can of course write in here or just add more pictures. And then here we have picture space, and then on the back there is a pocket. So I'm not going to show you this one yet because this is actually the project that we're going to be working on for tomorrow. And so then we close this up. These are of course pocket pages, so you can add an insert here. And then for the back we have a large area for a picture, more of my digital paper collection. This opens up like this, and then here we have an area for a picture as well, and it opens down. And then this middle section opens up to the side, and this is also a gatefold, so you can actually add a picture here on the back and just have extra room for like photo mats and things like that. And so that is basically the page design that we're going to be working on. And let me just quickly show you the other pages so you can see a little bit more of how I decorated my pages. So here this opens up like that. So for this inside I was trying to avoid a little bit of the bulk, so we will just add a picture on this area. And then I do have some design paper on the back, and then of course that large pocket in there. And again, this book was super easy to put together because you have like I think 4 different measurements for all of the pages, so you can definitely like cut all at once and then just have fun putting it together. So here another beautiful design. This is one of the bonus sheets that wasn't included last year, and then this opens up and it opens down, and then this again opens up to the side, so you can put a big 5x7 pictures on these layouts, maybe a smaller picture here so you can have a little bit of the design paper. Here it says, so very thankful, incredibly grateful, and unbelievably blessed. And so this opens up like that. Again, the same layout repeats. And then here is the back. So this right here is another one of the bonus sheets. I added this cute little mice in there. And then this opens up and it opens down again, and the same style page. And then same thing for here. It just repeats one more time. Again, really quick and easy to put together. Now for this back page is a little bit different, but just because I wasn't holding it right, so I didn't glue the layouts up and down like on the other ones. I actually glue it to the side, and I decided to keep it because it just shows you that you can create, you just by rotating the piece a little bit, you just create a different type of layout. So now this one opens up. We still have that belly band here, and then this closes and closes like that. And then here on the back, I just used the ephemera from the collection to create this cute little layout. So I hope that you guys like the walkthrough of my book. Make sure to subscribe and come back tomorrow for the next project. Okay, you guys, so to make this book, I'm going to be using my own digital paper collection. This is the Gratitude collection that I created last year, but I really wanted to play with it because I just still love it so much. So I went ahead and sized my pages to 7 by 7 because that's the size that I'm going to be cutting it at. So when you print it, you are going to see it that it comes out like that. I mean, you can of course size it up to 8 by 8 or size it down, but I went ahead and created a separate PDF. So if you don't know how to size, you can just go ahead and select that one and just press print, and there you go, it's all done for you. So I'm just going to quickly going to show you the different designs. Now when we cut it, we will cut these at 7 by 7. I remember when I designed this last year, my daughter was picking and kind of playing around with these cute little animals, and she was like, oh, so excited. And of course I added the cute little piggy because she just really loves that. So also on the collection, you're gonna have 2 pages of ephemera. So then I also went ahead and created 3 bonus sheets for this year. So I went ahead and added those cute little mice in here. Then I created a couple other backgrounds as well, which had more of those cute little animals. So then I'm also going to be using some gold cardstock, and my gold cardstock is from Red Collections, and this is the, I think, 100 pack. And I love this one because it's not like the thin foil paper. It's this a little bit thicker, and it's on both sides. So I love this. This is my new favorite gold, and also it's not too bright. It's more like a matte type of gold. And then we're going to be using 110-pound cardstock as well, and of course your chipboard. And so let's go ahead and get started with the base. Okay, so for my base, I'm going to be using 2 pieces of chipboard. I cut these at 8 by 8, and then I cut one at 8 by 3, and I have my leftover pieces here, and I just want to show you because you're gonna save these. We're gonna use this for a different project here on the series as well, so make sure that you save that. Now we're gonna wrap these on my lightweight cardstock. So there you go. Now we're done with the binding, and we're going to work on the hinges for this book. So I'm going to cut my lightweight cardstock at 7¼ and then I'm going to score this piece here at 2 inches. Okay, then we're gonna do 2¾ 3½. Then I'm going to do 4 inches, 4¾ 5½, 6 inches. And we're gonna do 6¾ 7½, 8 inches. And then we're gonna do 8¾ and 9½. So then we're going to join together the 3/4 inches. So we're just gonna pinch and form the hinge and then fold down, skip the 1/2 inch section and pinch together the next 2. Okay, so again we're going to skip and then join together. So then we're going to turn this to the back and we are going to add our tape behind each one of the hinges. So then we're going to press down and then I want to fold the hinges to the other side and also press down. And then we are going to need some double-sided tape. Okay, so now we're going to glue our hinges onto our spine. So I'm just going to make sure that my hinges are centered within the spine. So I'm going to add my glue all over here. Okay, and then I'm also going to add just a little bit of glue right here as well. Okay, and then we are going to add this piece, and again I'm centering my hinges within the bending lines of the spine. So then we are going to score along the bending lines. Okay, so I'm just gonna go right here, fold this, and then we're going to do the same for this side. So then I'm going to use 2 pieces of 7¾ by 7¾ and we are going to glue this on the inside covers. And now we're going to work on the base pages. So for the base pages, I'm going to use 4 pieces of 8½ by 7½, and we are going to score at 1/2 inch and 8 inches along the 8½ inch side, and then we are going to fold along the score lines. And I'm going to add my double-sided tape to these 1/2 inch flaps. Okay, so I'm just gonna cut that, and then we're gonna do the same for the other side. and then we're just gonna press down on the tape, and then I'm going to do the same for the other 3 pieces. So then I'm also going to use 4 pieces of 7.5 by 7.5, and we are going to join these 2 together. So we're just gonna line them up, and then we are going to remove the tape here from one side. Okay, and I'm just gonna make sure the corners match, and then you're gonna take out your tape. And then we're going to take out the tape from the other side. Okay, and there we go. So now we have our first base page, and I'm just gonna do the same to the other ones. We have our base pages ready, and we're gonna work on these pages now. So I'm going to be repeating the layout so that way it's a lot faster to work with. And so we're gonna call this side A and this side B. So for side A, we're going to start with 2 pieces of 7.5 by 4.5, and we are going to score at 1/2 inch and at 3/4 inches along the 4.5. Okay, and then we're also going to use 1 piece of 6.5 by 8.5, and we are going to score along 8.5 at 1/2 and at 8. And then along the 6.5, we're going to score at 1/2 inch. Okay, and then I'm going to use 2 pieces of 6 inches by 5.5, and along 5.5 we are going to score at 1/2 inch. And then we're going to fold along the score lines. And then we're going to cut out the corners on this section to create a pocket. So first we're gonna start with the 2 pieces of 7.5 by 4.5, and we are going to glue 1 on each side. So I'm just gonna add my glue right here and press down. Okay, and then we're gonna do the other side. Right here. And press down. And then we're gonna open this up, press down here, and we are going to add the pocket. I'm going to add my glue here, right here, and here. And then we're just going to add this at the bottom of the base page. Okay, so make sure you put it right at the center so it's not touching your bending lines. Okay, and then press down. And press down. And then we're going to add the 2 pieces of 6 by 5.5, and I'm going to add those on top of the pocket. Okay, so here we go. 1, on the other side. Okay, so we're gonna put those on each side of the pocket. I'm just gonna line this up. Okay, there we go, and press down. So then we have here a pocket on the back, these two sections that open up. Press down, and then all of these will close right here like a gatefold page. So that's going to be our side A. We're going to do the same for the other 3 pages as well. And now let's go ahead and work on side B. So for side B, I'm going to start with a piece of 7.5 by 8 inches, and we're going to score along the 8 inches at 1/2 inch. Okay, and then we're going to do one piece of 7.5 by 7.5. We're also going to score at 1/2 inch on one side and fold. Then I'm going to use a piece of 5.5 by 8.5, and for this one I'm going to score at 1/2 and at 8. And then one last piece of 5.5 by 8, and then we're going to score at 1/2 inch on the 8 inch side. Okay, so now we're gonna fold along the score lines. I'm going to start with the piece that is 8 inches, and this one we're going to glue along the top. Okay, so I'm just going to add my glue and line this up along the top. Okay, so right here, press down. Then I'm going to open this up and press down here as well. And then we're going to do the one that is 7.5 by 7.5. And we're going to glue this one on the bottom, okay, of the base page right here. Press down, and then we're going to open this up, press down. Then we're going to use the piece that is 8.5 by 5.5. We are going to place this one right at the center. We're going to create a belly band, and I'm going to add my glue, okay, on both sides. And then we're going to add this piece right here at the center. Press down and press down. And then we're going to add the piece that is 8 by 5.5. This one is going to go onto the left side, okay, of this belly band, right on top. Okay, and press down. And there you go. So then on this page we have these belly bands that opens up. You can add some pictures in there. And so there you go. Now we have our side A and our side B ready. And I'm going to do the other 3 pages, and then we're going to decorate the book together. Okay, so now I have my 4 signatures done, and now I'm going to just go ahead and add my paper. So I'm going to be using my printables as well as some gold cardstock. 2 at the same time here, 7.25 by 3.5. Okay, so then I'm going to cut my design paper at 7 by 3.25. So I already sized this to 7, and I'm just going to do 3 1/4 and 3 1/4. Okay, so here is 2. Then I'm just going to do these other ones. And then I'm going to use the sentiments here from my ephemera sheet, and I think I'm just gonna cut those by hand, and I'm going to use 4 of them, and these are going to be for the closure of my gatefold pages. So I'm just gonna cut one here. So for example, I'm gonna take this one out right there, and then I am going to back this up on my gold cardstock. So we're gonna glue it right here, but before I do that, I am going to add a magnet on the back and on one side, and that's gonna be for the closure of this gatefold. So I'm just gonna put it right there like that. Okay, so let's take out the tape, and I'm just gonna do one as an example, but I'm going to be doing the same with 3 other pieces here. So I'm just gonna glue, and I'm going to add that right there with the gold edge, and then we're going to trim this. So now for the first one, I'm going to start by gluing the left side. So we're going to use one of our gold pieces. Okay, so I'm just going to glue right there. And then I'm going to glue the little piggy. So I'm gonna put that right here, and then I'm going to do the gold on this side. Put this one on top right here. Okay, and then I'm going to add this piece with the gratitude and the magnet, and I'm just gonna place it right here. So you only want to add glue on half, and put that one right there, and then I'm going to add the magnet that's going to go on the other side. Okay, with the sticky side and down. Let's put that right here. And then you want to make sure this is perpendicular, and this is perpendicular as well, like that. And then you're gonna press on your tape. And now I'm going to glue this other piece. And that's gonna be the first page, and I'm going to do the same for the other ones. Okay, so I am done decorating the front of my pages. I'm just gonna quickly show you, and then we're going to decorate the backs. Now for the back, let me put this aside for now, and we are going to cut 4 pieces of the gold cardstock at 7¼ by 7¼ so I'm just going to cut here. Then I'm going to be using my design paper. So these again are already sized to 7 by 7. So I am just going to cut this out. Okay, so then we are going to just simply glue these together. So I'm going to use one gold and one background piece. So then I'm going to glue my pieces on the back. So this is my first page, and so I think the next one is going to be this one here, and then 3 and 4. Okay, so I like to have them in order, that way I know what design we're gonna use here to make it all match, and I think this is a good one. So I'm just gonna glue this page. Okay, so that's gonna be here. So now here is the next one, and I think I'm gonna use this one. And the last one here, and I actually glued this one wrong, so you can see that my page opens side to side instead of up and down, but that's okay. And so I'm just gonna glue this. Okay, so now we're ready to add our pages to our book. So I'm just going to start by removing the tape, just a little section. Then we're going to find the center right here, and we're going to insert these, and then we are just going to press down and press down. So I'm going to open that up so I can press in here, and then we're going to do the back. So remove the tape back here, and then we're just going to do the same with all these pages. So now for the inside and the outside covers, I printed out these 2 sheets. So these are both sized at 7¼ by 7¼ on the PDF. So So I'm going to cut my gold cardstock at 7 3/4 by 7 3/4, and we're just gonna glue these pieces here. Okay, so I'm just gonna glue these two here on the inside. I'm gonna put that one right there. Okay, there we go. And then we're just going to finish up with the cover. So I'm going to do one on the back. Now if you want to add a closure, I think you can add one at this point, but I'm just gonna leave mine like that. You could add some lace if you wanted to. Okay, so I'm just gonna glue this right here, and then we're gonna do the front. And here we go. And then for the front, I'm just going to decorate with my pieces here. So I'm going to back this one on some cardstock. See, I'm just going to glue this down. Okay, there we go. And then we are going to also add a little bit of chipboard to add some volume. Okay, so I'm just gonna trim that, and then I'm going to have a piece of chipboard, and I'm going to cut my chipboard, and I just want to make sure that I cut it smaller than my piece. So it's a good like back, but it's not showing. Okay, and it's gonna make it stand out a little bit. So we're just gonna glue this right here. Okay, and then we're going to glue this right here. That's gonna go like that. And then of course I want to add some of my animals. So I'm going to back them on some heavy weight before I cut them. So I have some scrap pieces, and I'm just going to glue right here. And then we're going to cut around it. And then also I'm going to be using some flowers. These are all Little Birdie Craft flowers that I had here on my stash, and there are two different packages. Okay, so this one comes in a package, and then I also have these roses, and I don't have the package, I just have some of my leftover little flowers. So I'm gonna put those over here, and then maybe I will do another one right here. Let's see, maybe I'll put it somewhere. I also want to do these little guys kind of picking from the back, so maybe I'll do like this. I'll do that like that, and then we'll put this one right there. I do want to add some chipboard behind, that way we have again some volume. Okay, so I'm just gonna do one little piece, and then we're going to glue him right here. This one's gonna come right there. Okay, and then I'm also going to be using some pink flowers that I found, since the collection has some pink. So we're just gonna add one there, maybe do one here. Okay, so I think that one looks good. And then I think I need one more right there, and so we're just gonna put this one, and there you go. I think we're done with this book. Oh, I do have these long stems, so I might just see if I can add some of these right back here, and that one. So let's just add some glue and try to hide it right there. And I think that's cute, so maybe one more. Cut this out. And I'm gonna put that one right here. And there you go. So I think we're done with our book. I mean, of course, I still have to add my design paper on the inside pages, but I hope that you guys like how this turned out, and I hope that you are excited for this new fall series. Make sure to come back tomorrow and see what project we are going to be working on, and I hope you guys are having a lovely day, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye bye.